Hello students, today I am continuing the same chapter number 4, the red trap. As the vagabond means red trap seller entered the forge means iron factory, the blacksmith who was working there glanced means noticed him very haughtily as thinking intruder. Intruder is a person who enters without permission, and he looked the way people the type of usually that one, and he saw iron master means blacksmith saw that he had a beard dirty ragged and with a bunch of rat trap that dangling on his chest means just now here dangling means hanging on his chest. He asked the permission to stay. That vagabond asked the permission from the blacksmith, and the master blacksmith haughtily means with proud consent means give permission to him without honoring him speaking a single word. The tramp did not say anything because he wanted to keep away the cold and from the wet wrecked clothes. In those days, Ramjo's iron mill was owned by the eminent ironmaster whose greatest ambition was just to see the work which was going on that and to a good iron to the market. He watched both night and he came to inspect and on a round on an inspection means iron master. Naturally, the first thing he saw means iron master saw that tall ragamuffin. Ragamuffin is a person that put on dirty and torn clothes, and now a steam was coming out of his cloth, wet cloth. The iron master did not follow that example of the blacksmiths means he did not want to just behave like the blacksmiths, so that is why who had blacksmith had not given any permission, that is the permission in an honored way, and gave not any importance to stranger. He walked close to means iron master close to him and looked him very carefully, and just now removed his very soft hat. Just he wanted to see his face, but of course he took that man stranger as his old regimental friend Nils Wolf, and the man became man with a red trap had never seen before this iron master at Ramjo's family. So, that he wanted to behave very good, and he said that, and he became very much sad means iron master became very much sad to see his very poor condition. You should not have, he said that to his old regiment's friend, as by mistakenly he had taken him a stranger, and said that he did a mistake just leaving or the resigning रेजिमेंट दैट वो उसने बहुत आयरन मास्टर ने कहा उसको स्ट्रेंजर को उसने बहुत बड़ी गलती की है रेजिमेंट को छोड़ने के लिए, पल्टन को छोड़ने के लिए आर्मी की, टू गो अलॉन्ग विद द हाउस, एंड ही रिसीव्ड बाय द ओनर लाइक एन ओनर, एंड ही वांटेड टू just now received as a regimental friend, comrade, companion, and but he did not please the tramp means vagabond or red trap seller. That. Next one, no, he replies. He said that he did not think about just going with him. उसने सोचा नहीं है उसके आयरन मास्टर के साथ जाने के लिए. He thought of the 30 crore, but he became very much feared, and he thought about the 30 crore which were stolen by that manor house, that old man house, and to go up to the manor, manor, manor means jimidar in Hindi. Once again he wanted to avoid himself throwing in a temptation himself. He only wanted a chance to sleep here. That vagabond wanted to sleep in that inconspicuously, that he just now did not care about it and embraced. Iron master thought that he felt means vagabond बहुत डरा हुआ है, embarrassed, nervous है, because of that, because he has put on the very dirty clothes and torn clothes. Please don't think. Now, Iron Master began to tell about his family. He said that Elizabeth, his wife, was dead, as his boys were settled in abroad, and there was no one at home to give him company. He had only eldest daughter named Elda Wilmanson, and he wanted to just now have a company of a friend, just for just inviting himself for the sake of Christmas celebration. So he had given that, but the stranger refused the invitation of the iron master. उसने refuse इनकार कर दिया. Now he went to blacksmith, his employee. Iron master went to that and said that, as naming him, his name is Sergeant Storm, whose blacksmith's name. He said that, as if a captain won still that wanted to stay with a blacksmith, and he became laugh and left. It was not more than half an hour. After half an hour, they heard the sound. They means blacksmith and his assistant heard the sound of the carriage. Carriage is a wheeled carriage, that is cart, buggy in Hindi, drawn by horses, in which that elder uh, daughter Adla Wellmanson was there. She came out of the carrier apparently, and she was followed by her a private, that is servant or assistant, putting on his arm a big fur coat. She was not only at a pretty, she was not beautiful, but seemed modest, means numb, very shy in nature, and she had a convincing attitude. And apparently, the master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench, and iron charcoal still glowed in the furnace. और चारकोल मीन्स जो कोयला है वो फर्नेस में जलता रहा. द स्ट्रेंजर हैड नॉट टू बी कंटिन्यूड. नेक्स्ट.